People like you always want to be the hero. The problem with being a hero is you have to be willing to die for what you believe in. If I were you, I wouldn't try so hard. You'll live longer.
Hey guys, it's Neil D in EGX, and guess what? Titanfall is back. Titanfall 2 is here at EGX. Is it a first play for Titanfall?
First play?
First play of Titanfall. First showing of Titanfall 2. Is it first?
No, it's not. We're showing the tech test build. It's a build that we showed about 3 weeks ago. We did 2 weekends of a tech test. I forgot what dates they were, but we had 2 consecutive weekends where we showed this build to the public for the first time. We made some changes to the build, and then we re-released the changes that we did on the second weekend of the tech test, and now we're bringing the same build here to EGX. And
I've got to say, I've been on this game every single day. Every day.
Every day? How many times a day?
Because I love it. I've done once a day, because obviously we've got queues and we've got interviews.
Well, what was your kill count?
We've had to actually. I'd rather not say. Can I plead the fifth?
You can plead the fifth, yes.
No, what I will say is I've really enjoyed it. I only got one Titan, so I'm probably quite one of the worst players.
Oh no.
I used to be one of the best on Titanfall, the original, because I used to stream it all the time. Yep. But I've just look at my age, right? I get rusty really bad. I'm the guy that comes in last and then slowly builds up the ladder. But it's actually, I mean, obviously Titanfall, when it came out, it was such a unique game. How have you managed to hold onto that this year?
Well, we're still holding on to the same magic that made Titanfall what it is. We still held on to the fast-paced action and the gameplay. The gunplay is something that we refined. We tweaked a bunch of knobs and dials to make sure that the gunplay is still the same as Titanfall 1. But we've added a whole bunch of new content, such as new Titans, new maps. We're giving everybody a bunch of new weapons as well, customization. One of the biggest things that we listened to from the fans and from the players was we needed more.
Content. Yeah. I saw all the forums. It was like, this game's awesome, but how can we stay on it? How can we make it more sustainable? We need more maps. We want more. It's like eating the best cheeseburger in the world, isn't it? If there's room for it, you want another one.
Yeah, totally. It's what we gave you guys for Titanfall 1, we're giving you guys more for Titanfall 2. We're giving you guys more multiplayer. So so I mentioned guns, mentioned Titans. We got 6 new Titans. 2 of them are Strider class, 2 of them are Atlas class.
They are badass, by the way. You've got to check out the new Titans. They are Scorch, for example, just looks amazing. It's a game-changing Titan in effect.
Totally. And if you go to Titanfall.com, you can get more details about the Titans that we have available, or that will be available in Titanfall 2. On top of us beefing up multiplayer, dramatically, we're also doing a single-player campaign. So it's a full-on single-player campaign with an amazing story that we've worked on really hard.
I'm a campaign guy.
Cool.
Just before I came here, I did, Uncharted. They did 1 to 3. Remastered. No other game. I played 1 to 4.
Right
the way through. All the campaigns, back to back. Nice. Killer. Not playing any other games. With Overwatch being out and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But this is going to give me now something to look forward to. Another campaign to do.
Yeah. We have a substantial campaign. You play as a infantryman turned pilot who gains access to a special forces Titan. And you're marooned on a planet that's owned by the IMC that they utilize for experimental weapons.
This is sounding awesome.
Think of it as Die Hard in space with a giant 20-foot.
I was thinking like the crazy Wolfenstein in the future, where the Nazis have got all this high-tech stuff that they shouldn't really have. Let me imagine it like that. That just do me, There's the big beam. I'm gonna have to pin this back down when I finish this interview.
Now,
Ryan, you're lead 3D artist, is it?
Yeah.
Is that right? How have you been finding it on that side of things? Is Is that a fun job or is that just labor intensive?
It's a blast. I love it.
You
so
love it?
my specialty is weapons. So
Oh man.
you know, I concept and create weapons. You know, I do have a team, and you know, they're a badass team, and you know, we just want to make the best you know, product possible. But yeah, you know, I specialize in weapons, so you know, I take pride in making the weapons look as best as they possibly can in the universe of Titanfall.
So hang on, wait, weapons. So if you wanted to, you could add, say, a Golden Desert Eagle in there just for you to play. And could you get it in there and actually, like, just for your team to play, just to mess about, so you could all just have a mess about in the office?
Oh, in development.
You could do that.
In development, we've done a lot of interesting things.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't done anything with the Desert Eagle, because obviously that's a real-life weapon, and Titanfall is its own universe.
That's true.
But, you know, we've done a lot of testing with a bunch of different weapons that didn't exactly make the cut for Titanfall 2, but, you know, we could shelve a lot of stuff and.
Well, you have got to balance it, haven't you? That's the problem with it. Trying to balance guns. I mean, for example, Call of Duty, I think it was Modern Warfare 3. I mean, there was always something going on about this gun's overpowered, that gun's underpowered. I mean, I've played it, like I say, a few times, and I've never used the same gun, I don't think, twice, but they do seem very balanced against each other. How have you managed to actually find that balance?
Well,
whilst you're adding creativity and more weapons, how's that worked?
Well, when we design and create a weapon from scratch, you know, we look at them as weapons. They are weapons in a game. It's a gun, but ultimately it's a tool. It's a tool that you have to utilize to get to an objective. Like, you're not going to use a scalpel to cut down a tree. You're not going to use a chainsaw, you know, to do a precision operation. So you have to use the right tool for the right purpose. Like, you know, for example, you have something like, in the tech test, we had the R201, you know, which is a mid-range to a close-range assault rifle. You know, this weapon you wouldn't utilize as a sniper weapon. You wouldn't utilize as a marksman's you know, tool, per se. And if you want to go in and spray and pray in close quarters combat, you would use a car SMG.
Yeah.
So it all depends on your play style and how you utilize it for the game type.
Now, was Titanfall 2 already in development before Titanfall was released, or have you actually done it straight after? Or when did the process start? Just straight after?
Yeah, straight after Titanfall 1. You know, we were hot on the heels of Titanfall 1. You know, we decided, like, hey, let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's do it right. You know, let's perfect the things that we did in Titanfall 1. Let's just make it better.
See, one thing that always did bother me about Titanfall bringing out, for example, the jump packs was that it seemed very soon afterwards that Call of Duty seemed to jump on the same bandwagon. I've got to be careful what I say, obviously, but it just seemed like they was making their game more Titanfall. What have you done to be able to move away from that?
Well, we haven't moved away from anything, you know.
Well, you was there first, anyway. I suppose you shouldn't have to move away. But I'll tell you what I do like is the fact there's one particular class where you've got the grapple. When you're a pilot, you've got the grapple.
Right.
And I think 2 out of my 3 games so far, I've had a lot of playing about with that grapple, and it's a lot of fun swinging up. You do show it on the big screen as people come in to play the game. You know, you can sort of swing off, say, you could do it off a chimney or a crane or something, and bob up and then just shoot people. You've added sort of an extra dimension to the use of the jetpack, haven't you?
Yeah, you know, we want to make the game. We want to make games that we want to play at Respawn. You know, and Titanfall is one of those games. You know, we just, you know, we're not following anyone. We're just making fun games.
Yeah.
You know, that's our motivation. We just want to make, you know, stuff that people want to play.
And is there anywhere else that people can see Titanfall before release? Are you going to any other events?
I'm not entirely sure where exactly we're going next with this build. I think we're going to the Milan Game Show.
So would this information be available at Titanfall.com?
I'm not entirely sure if it is or not. I don't even know if the Milan Game Show is a public event.
I'm sure that the gamers will find out one way or another. They're quite a motivational bunch. They seem to know everything on Google these days.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, but we are coming out in close to a month. It's our launch date is October 28th. So yeah, you know, we'll be hanging tight, waiting for that launch day.
And as usual, there's going to be some bonuses for pre-ordering.
I believe so. It depends on where you pre-order.
Where you pre-order.
Yeah.
Right, it's been a pleasure, Ryan. you've got to just get this game. I'll probably be back on Twitch streaming it or something. I think I gave up on Twitch not long after sort of playing it, you know, to the death. It'd be great to come back to it and do it again. Right. Thanks a lot. I'm going to actually go and play the game again for the 4th time. That means I've done it once every single day. Fantastic. And we're going to be wrapping up EGX in a few hours. It's a bit of a shame. I'm going to do a cool-off video out in the yard and cry. But I'm sure a lot of us will be like that today. Anyway, cheers, guys. I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.